Tuesday morning, woke up. It was raining heavily. Harvey just hovered over us, continuing to just dump rain. You know, I just didn't realize how serious it was or how bad it was going to be. But even then, I thought, oh, we'll be okay. As things got worse, we realized that people weren't going to be able to get here from outside the hospital, that other nurses weren't going to be able to make it in. And so we knew we were going to stay the night and work and do whatever we had to do. Patients still need dialysis, and patients still need their IVs, their antibiotics, their drugs, their medicines. Hurricanes and storms don't stop patients from needing our care. I was proud that St. Elizabeth chose to stay open. My wife called me and told me that they were going to be evacuated. And in that situation, yes, I knew my house was going to flood. I knew it was going to get water in it, but more importantly, my wife and my two little girls were in the middle of this terrible storm. They get a knock at the door, and it's two rescuers. They kind of gathered what they could and got my two girls and took them off in the boat. She actually sent me a picture of the firemen holding my two little girls. It was the emotions that I felt were just overwhelming. Going through this, it gave me a sense of vulnerability. It made me realize what these patients are going through. You know, helped me to relate to my patients more and see that human side to what they're facing. Yeah, we were all all affected by this flood, and we all had things that we had to deal with in our personal lives. But even through all of that, we were able to draw strength from one another and know that we can get through this. Together, we can do this. It's going to be tough, but we will get through it.
Well, I've always lived by the motto of respect your elders. I just feel even in their wisdom, their stories, their kindness, their compassion, that they have a lot to offer. That is what they offer. It's just really nice to get to know the residents and know, you know, what makes them tick and what can help them have a better day. The best part of my day is making them smile. When I am interacting with the residents, most of them think that I'm crazy just because I really try to be optimistic and enthusiastic, and I'm always smiling and telling silly jokes, and they think I'm crazy, and I just say, you know what? I got you to smile today, and so my goal is done here. Our mission is one that creates the most dignity and respect for the elderly, and they deserve to be happy. They deserve to live their last chapter happy. And at the end of the day, I guess that's what's most important, is to see them smile.
So I get a phone call somewhere between 10:30 and 11 that this is happening, and I need to get in as soon as I see what's going on in the news. Yeah, throw scrubs on, get to the car. It was, according to the timeline, I think I was here within 15 minutes of him calling me. And I have the numbers, I don't have them memorized, but within the first 2 hours, we had 25 full traumas. And full traumas is the extent of injury and the threat to life. So it was one of those nights nobody looked at the time. It was 3 in the morning, it could have been 3 in the afternoon. Nobody went home. Nobody went home the next day. So everybody just kept going, day, night, until things were under control and we had people, most of our people out of the ICU. The response we got was terrific. We had people wanting to donate blood within an hour of the shooting. You know, when something like this is happening, you're obviously human, you start having the same thoughts anybody seeing this on TV would have. And part of the professional part of this is you can't think about that. Your reality is what's going on in front of you and you have to do your job. But, you know, when you look at it in the bigger picture, you have to be very proud of the institution here and the whole city. You know, we saw an act of humanity at its worst, and our response was to show the world humanity at its best, and how we responded, how the city responded, and how everybody did. And everybody and their families were taken care of here.
We really don't know how long a child has traveled to get here. When they get here, oftentimes they have sores on their feet. They have thrash in their mouth. They just look unkept. It is not the everyday child. They truly look like a refugee. They truly look like someone who needs someone to take care of them. Not someone to feel sorry for them, because I don't even think they understand what that means. If anything, they're looking for safety. They're looking to be comforted. They're looking to laugh. They're looking to be normal. So as the children arrive to us, they have ended a journey from their native land, and we're giving a child a new beginning in so many different ways. It's a clinic that provides medical care, but inside of that clinic, you truly have love. You have compassion. You have individuals who truly believe in the art of caring. When we're providing care, we are only speaking about positive things, hopeful things, beautiful things, playful things. We're not thinking about anything about being a refugee. You know, when you're a child, you may not quite understand what dignity is, but we as adults, we know what dignity is. And they deserve to be respected, to be honored, to be treated fairly, to be protected, to be loved. That's human dignity. Catholic healthcare is such a blessing to so many. What we're providing here is an opportunity to share what God has blessed us all with.
When people need us most.
Even in the face of disaster,
In a time of crisis and tragedy,
Because each person is a child of God.
this is why we
This
serve.
is why we serve.
this is why we
This
This
is
is
why
why
we
we
serve
serve in
in
Catholic healthcare.